So, I'm excited today for a couple of reasons. I love Valentine's Day, and I love the celebration of love. And as you might know, our theme, every year here at Unity of Gaithersburg, we have a new theme. And so it just bubbled up. And I want you to know that you contributed to this new theme. If you remember back in May, we had a community meeting and we asked for your responses to all these questions. Well, we, meaning the board, and are still working with those responses. And so it just seemed like a natural outpicturing of your thoughts and energy to say, Community 2017, we are love expressing. Because I look out and that's what I see. You are love, and you express it so beautifully. So, and I also just want to share something with you. I'm so excited. Okay, so I am a big one on birthdays and anniversaries. I just always have been. I think birthdays are really special because that's our one day that it's just all about us. It can just be all about us. And so when I came to Unity of Gaithersburg, one of my first questions was, when's our anniversary? And it was like, what's our exact date? And so I asked people that had been here from the very first and people that have been here since then, and there really wasn't an exact date. And so I know there was a 30th anniversary, a few years ago, and that was in October. So what's happened is our mortgage is due, and you'll hear all about that. Exciting things like mortgages at our community meeting. Our mortgage is time to be refinanced. And so our bank kind of acted like they'd never seen us before. Who are you? So we had to fill out all this paperwork like we were starting from scratch. And so bless Edie's sweetheart, she went down to the basement and she was pulling up all these boxes, of all these past documents. And so one day I was in her office and I saw this little blue booklet, and I pulled it out, and it gave this little brief history of Unity of Gaithersburg with the date. Okay, so the date that we've been celebrating, which is a great date to celebrate, the 30th anniversary, was the 30th anniversary that we were on this property in 1983 in October 13th, which is a great. I think that's a woohoo. Let's give that okay, yeah. Okay, but the date technically for when a church starts is not necessarily the study group, but the date of the first service. Okay, I wish we had drums. Okay, the date of our first service was February 14th, 1982. I'm so excited. It was at the Gaithersburg Marriott in 1982. So in 1981, the Kinsellas had a study group. And then in 1982, they met at the Gaithersburg Marriott. And then in 1983, you invited the Quays to come and be your ministers. And then the rest is history. Here we are. So I am just tickled pink that we have our anniversary nailed down. We are a love baby. We are a love baby. We are love, baby. So on that theme, I just wanted to expand on that today. Because, Jesus, our elder brother and teacher, said, love thy neighbor as thyself. And I just wanted to speak about that today. Because in this whole idea of we are love expressing. And so I wanted to start with the piece of that verse that says, love thy neighbor as thyself. Yeah. I think sometimes when we think about we get to be love and we get to be in service in the world, that our self kind of gets pushed off the plate of priorities. And I just really wanted to bring that as part of my message today, bring that back into our awareness a little bit. So, love your neighbor as yourself, because you're a beautiful, whole being, and you get to take care of yourself. And part of that is through being self-aware. And if you were here during our fall book study with Living Originally, Robert Brummett is really big on self-awareness. Because how can we really know what we need until we're aware of ourselves? And so he calls it radical self-awareness when we are aware that we are aware. Yeah. So, I just asked myself, Sheryl, how aware are you of your need for rest, your need to eat better, your need for companionship, love, whatever it is? Yeah, because that's just really the foundation of loving yourself, is self-awareness. So self-awareness. And then I heard this in Jim's song about forgiveness. Self-forgiveness and compassion. I had a really good friend remind me in the last couple weeks about the time it takes between doing something that we regret, maybe disappointing someone, and the time it takes us to rebound and forgive ourselves. Okay? And this good friend reminded me that I was still in that not forgiving myself space. Yeah, and to notice. So to notice, human beings are the ones, animals and little kids. I had my goddaughter. Many of you met my goddaughter last Sunday. She was here, and she's 21 months old, and she spent the night with me with her mom. And she might do something where we go, no, that's not. And she doesn't sit there and sulk about it. She's like, oh, okay. She's on to the next thing. It was such a lesson to watch her in her life. She's just in the moment, and she's there, and she doesn't hold on to things. My cat, the cat that I had, did not hold on to things when he knew that he did a no-no. It's human beings that tend to hold on, and we beat ourselves up. So I just want to invite you just to be aware of how much time it takes you to bounce back and to be gentle with yourself. Okay? And then the third point I wanted to make about loving thyself is truly loving thyself. What feeds your soul? Are you spending time getting rest? Are you spending time getting enough water? Are you spending time giving yourself therapy? For me, I have two forms of therapy. It's the beach and movies. Yeah, and like today, I can't wait. I'm gonna go have some movie therapy today. I'm really excited. So what is it that feeds you? Where's your therapy? So to stay aware of that, okay? All right, so now I want to talk about loving others. And there's this really nifty verse that I memorized a long time ago. The love in your heart wasn't put there to stay. Love isn't love till you give it away. And I didn't realize that was a song by Oscar Hammerstein. The love in your heart wasn't put there to stay. Love isn't love till you give it away. And so, folks, we're love expressing. And I got to tell you, right now, I'm in my 50s, so honestly, I don't think I ever remember in my lifetime a time that it has felt so negative in our world. And a time when we've been so separate, like an us and them kind of thing. And so we are love expressing because this is the thing that I know. There is nothing, no thing, no one more powerful than the love that you are. Love, as Charles Fillmore, our co-founder, said, it's the great harmonizer and healer, period. It is the greatest harmonizer and healer. And when we give it away, there's a ripple effect, and it always comes back to us. And so I'm just going to ask you to brace yourself because I found this video that I want to show you, and it's going to touch your heart. And just please ignore, it's a YouTube video, so there's a little advertisement thing that pops up, and there's like tearjerker video thing, just if you would just not let that just, distract you, because that'll go away. But to allow yourself to just experience this video and let it touch your heart, because this is the power of love and expression. So thank you, AV team. We can see the video now. That would be awesome.
This No. Why don't you get something special for Grandpa? I'm sorry. Can I return the cake, please?
Sure, yes.
I want the cake, please. I won't ask for anything else.
Next time, okay? When we can afford it?
Last time you said that.
You don't want this? I'll take it back. Hey, hey, hey. Hello, this is for you.
No, we cannot accept it.
Would you please?
There's no reason for you to buy the cake for us.
Well, when I was 7, my mother wanted to buy me a cake.
Mommy, I want this one.
But at the counter, we didn't have enough.
Can we get something else?
It's my birthday today. Can I choose my own cake, please?
I'm sorry.
Then, there's this man. I've never met him before.
Here, have the cake. Happy birthday.
I didn't know his name. I never got a chance to say thank you. I've never forgotten about him. The man in the queue.
Thank you.
No, thank you.
Can I have your contact number? Let me repay you when we have the money.
Promise me something, okay? Someday, when you're able to help somebody, you will do it?
May I know your name, mister?
Well, I'm the man in the queue.
I chose this cake for your birthday.
Wow, this is my favorite. Thank you.
Let's go and put some candles.
Oh, careful. You shouldn't have spent the money.
Actually, a kind man paid for it.
He give me this note.
Please write down your address. I'll bring the money back to you later.
A simple act of caring creates an endless ripple.
That comes back to you.
Thank you.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday.
is around. The Dalai Lama said, "This is my simple religion. There is no need for temples, no need for complicated philosophy. Our own heart is our temple. This philosophy is kindness." So I just invite you to search your own heart, because, folks, this is what's possible in any moment, regardless of what's on Facebook, regardless of what's on the news, regardless of anything that's happening. We can express love in ways of maybe buying a cake or holding a door open for someone, a mom with her stroller, just helping. Just kindness. Kindness. That is the greatest way to give love. And when you look at yourself in the mirror, please give yourself some love. Don't forget yourself. Please don't forget yourself. So I just call us into paying greater attention right now. Let's just be awake. Let's be consciously love expressing in the world. Because I look out at this audience and I know it's the truth of what you are. And that's what we are as a community. So this week, this is Random Acts of Kindness Week coming up this week. No accident, huh? And so if you go to their website, they have some wonderful ideas of how to share kindness. So I just invite us to kind of up the ante this week and be really aware of who we are as love expressing and the ways that we are kind. So let's affirm together. We are love expressing, and that love uplifts the world, and that is the truth.